Although it seemed hopeless, Dante led from the front, rallying us to hold the walls. I had to get to Dante and help him. Before I could reach him, Dante was gone. I would mourn later, but first, I had an enemy to kill.
Hello out there, folks. It's Dave here from Dave Station VR, and today we finally get to talk about Sniper Elite VR for PlayStation VR. Coming to us from Rebellion, great game studio. Obviously have the Sniper Elite series, Zombie Army, they've done all kinds of good stuff. And it's going to be $29.99 out this Thursday. This is going to be kind of a preview video. I can only talk about the first 6 missions here. But what we can talk about is a lot of fun to talk about. So let's dive into it. Just to get the raw facts out of the way first, this game supports the aim controller, the DualShock 4, and the Move controllers. It is obviously a sniping game, but there's 2 distinct styles of gameplay. And some you're going to be in a sniper's nest, where you kind of take different angles from above and set up your shots that way, and you're pretty much stationary within a certain location. And then the other mode is more of a traversing levels, keeping quiet, staying stealthy as you progress through a mission. Some combine the 2 styles, which is pretty cool, but for the most part, you'll be playing one or the other. Now, I said I can only talk about the first 6 levels, but there are 18 levels in the game, so lots of content here, and lots of replayability, too. There are 3 stars for challenges on each level, and at a certain point, you actually do have to go back and complete a lot of those, because to progress in the campaign, you're going to need those stars. So the game sort of encourages you to go back and do those challenges, and push yourself a little bit to do better. Now, of course, I know people also want to know about options. This has all the options you want. Oh, disregard that footage of me blowing myself up with a grenade. Okay. Anyways, so it's got all the stuff you would want. You can do full locomotion, smooth turning, turn off the vignette, all that stuff. You can follow the bullet cam all the way into some guy's head, watch his nuts explode if you want to, and right up close. And that stuff is all great. And if you want click turning and teleport, that's also there for you. The only thing you can't turn off is when there's an explosion nearby, it gives you a vignette. And sometimes when you're sneaking, it gives you a vignette as well. But those things aren't too big of a deal in the overall scheme of things. Now, I know you guys have eyes, and you can obviously see the graphics here for yourself, but it's always a little different in the headset. So as far as graphics go, I wasn't totally blown away here, but I do think that things look great through the scope, even at a really long distance. So even if it's kind of fuzzy off in the distance, as soon as you pop that scope up, it looks crystal clear, and it's really, really well done. One of the best scopes I've seen in VR. And, the environments do kind of evoke that World War II feeling. I kind of feel like I'm playing Medal of Honor or something. So they do a good job in terms of, the enemy design and the level design and stuff. But, don't expect, the craziest looking graphics in the world. I'll also be happy to note that there are lots of weapons to unlock as you go through that have different abilities. There'll be one that you get that's oh, this sniper does extra damage to kidneys. And you're oh, that sounds fun. Let me try and find a guy's kidney from 50 yards or whatever. So that's always cool to unlock new stuff, and then you can permanently add them to your initial loadout for any upcoming missions that you play. So that's kind of cool. That's all the basics, I think, but overall, I really, really enjoyed my time with this game. I know I can only talk about the first 6 missions, and I will say those are a little bit slow to get started. The first one is kind of really short, and the second one is just a shooting range and a little bit of dialogue. So the momentum doesn't get going initially too quickly, but once you get settled into it, as you go on, the missions definitely get more engaging, they get longer, more complex. And I think you guys will definitely enjoy this one. I have been enjoying the hell out of it, and it's only $30. A lot of content here, lots of fun to be had. I did have a couple nitpicks. Nitpick number 1 is that thing I mentioned earlier about needing stars to unlock campaign levels. I'm not very good at this game, folks, so that became a sticking point at a certain point. Not within the first 6 levels, though, I guess I shouldn't say it, but You know, at some point it pops its head up. Nitpick number 2. This is even more nitpicky. But the death screen is so abrupt and unceremonious and weird. Like, when you get shot, it just like, bam, cut everything, you died. There's no fade out. There's no, or like a guy on the radio like, are you still there, Captain, or whatever. You're just like, you immediately, you don't know who killed you. There's no like, oh, you got shot with this weapon from this angle or whatever. Like, I'd love to see a kill cam of myself, like who shot me when I die. But it just goes, whoop, you died, and it's very, very stark. Like, it feels like a rough edge. Super nitpick. I'm telling you, it's a nitpick. But overall, like I said, I really like this game. I think you guys will really like this game, and I can't wait until Thursday when I can talk more about the full thing, because then I'm not embargoed anymore, and I can talk about the entire 18 levels. So anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Keep an eye out for this one, and definitely if you are at all interested, I think if you got an aim controller, you know, this is one that you're going to want to pick up.
The enemy kept coming, but with my friends' lives in my hands, I was remorseless.
As always, thanks again for watching, guys. Appreciate you so much, and I will catch you next time around. Have a good rest of your day.